BYU, Iowa State. We've got Iowa State 2.5-point home favorites, 49 the total in this game. BYU, I keep waiting for them to falter, and they're not doing it. They're finding ways. And again, last week against Utah, pretty clean game. Bear Bachmeier solid. Defense got stops when they needed it. Big physical game against Utah, 24-21, still undefeated on the year. Iowa State, though, at home, rested off a bye week. They haven't played since that loss to Colorado State. Here's my problem, though. It's definitely a great situational spot for Iowa State. No question. And I lean that way. But I don't know how good Iowa State is. You start to look more and more at this schedule. They beat Kansas State when Kansas State was struggling. They barely beat Iowa. Could have lost that game. They didn't look impressive against Arkansas State. I guess the one game they looked great was against Arizona. And Rocco Becht the offense looked great. And then since then, they lose to Cincinnati. They had injuries. And that's another thing, too. They have injuries in the secondary. And you got to defend Chase Roberts here and Parker Kingston, two really good receivers here for BYU. And if you're still injury depleted in the secondary, it could show up here. And then you lost to Colorado as a 3-point road favorite right before the bye week. I just don't know if Matt Campbell's team is great this year. They've had so many moments where they look okay at times, and they've looked very, very ordinary at other times. And I don't know if I want to lay points with ordinary against a BYU team that's showing some heart, some guts. You can say they're a little lucky, a little fortuitous, but they find ways to win, man. And I'm kind of pumping the brakes on the fade BYU train for now. C-Mac, what do you think?
Yeah, Ron's right. Yeah, game day is at Vandy, Missouri Vandy. Yeah, it'll be
good for them.
Hoopla.
Clark,
yeah. Oh, great football coach for sure. I think this is it, Bavano. Nobody wants Iowa State back. Lost 2 games in a row. They're off a bye.
Yep.
Just lost at Colorado. Nobody's going to want them.
Situational dream for Iowa State, no doubt. Yep.
Situational wet dream here. Yep. Iowa State. You got to take. I've been waiting to want to fade BYU, and I haven't. I didn't touch that game against Arizona. They win the thriller there. And I wanted to back them even with the revenge last week. It was more under for me in that game, but I had a small bet with BYU, and this is the one I want to take here with them. I mean, the game could be tight, and BYU is catching a couple points here. I think the public's going to love BYU. Bear Bachmeier, he's a handful, though. Like, he's been very good. He takes off and run, and he's not easy to tackle. One thing has been good, Iowa State, there's problems with their defense. There's been problems with the secondary a little bit. So hopefully the bye week helps out. I'm going to have to look through a little bit more with that here, but I'm leaning Iowa State.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, Iowa State's in a great spot. Can they take advantage of it? That's going to be the big question.